Hi everyone, my name is Abel Gray Cantoma. Today I'm going to be showing you how to actually create a sheet for printing in your Civil 3D software. Okay, you're going to see how we are going to arrange our works in sheet and then print them as well, okay, in different formats, either as a PDF format. You can as well print as DWG format, okay. Just send that to your printer. I'll take you right into that process right away. What we need to do right now is to come to our output. As you can see here, if I click on this output, you can see create view frames. Okay, so I'll have to create a frame. You can see the information there says insert view frames along an alignment for sheet creations. Okay, so you will have to create a frame. The view frame that are created represents rectangular areas, okay, along the alignments that will be displayed on plan or a profile. Okay, so it's this is how our sheets are actually going to be created by the number of frames that we have that is actually captured in our alignment. Okay, so I will click on create view frames. When I click on that, you can see this is actually the only alignment we have on our window which we have designed for. So I will click on next. You can see plan and profile. So I want both my plan and then my profile to actually be on one sheet, okay, because it's not actually going to take the entire drawing. It's just going to cut from a particular teenage to another teenage, okay. So we are actually going to have them on an interval of teenage, which I'm going to be showing you, because it's going to actually cut across some change, because it may not be able to take the whole drawing in one sheet. Okay, so I'm going to click on next here. When I click on next, I can actually give this a name. Just give it a name. I'm going to name it frame 1, okay, or just name it frame. I'm just going to leave it as it is. Now you can see here snap station value down to the nearest one. Okay, so you can as well change this value, but as it is, I'm going to leave everything by default. You can see left label location is actually at the end, the right label location is actually at the start. Okay, you can as well interchange that if you want to. But I'm going to leave it as it is. So I'll click on next. Okay, and then I'll create view frames. Now you can see that has actually taken effect on our alignment. You can see we have 1 frame, we have 2, we have 3, we have 4, we have 5, we have 6, and then 7. Okay, so there are actually 7 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 is the last one. Okay, so if you observe this, our 1 will actually capture from change 0 to this change here. This here we have 0 change 450. Okay, so from 0 to 450 meters is going to be captured in a particular sheet. Okay, so you're going to see this alignment even with the profile as well. Okay, but you can see there is actually an overlap here. Okay, so this is actually going to also take care of 425, 450 up to this intersection here. We have 875. So it's going to intersect. You can see it's intersects each other, which I'm going to leave it at that, because this line are actually not directly either vertical or directly horizontal. You can see it's actually a bit inclined. Okay. Okay, so the next thing here I will do is to come to create sheet. Okay, so if I click on my create sheet now, because here we have up to 7, so our sheets are actually going to be up to 7 numbers. Okay, so we are going to print them up to 7 of them. Okay, so I'll click on next. I'll click on next. Click on next. Now you can see align profile and plan view at start. So what this means is I'm aligning my profile with my plan at the beginning. Okay, so this is aligning at the end, this is actually aligning at the center. Okay, so you can just play around with this. You can see a preview diagram here showing you how it's actually going to look like. So I will leave it at align profile and plan view at start. I'm going to leave it at that, and then I'll go to the next one here. But before then, let's come back a bit. Okay. Okay. So you can see the layout name. You can actually specify the name of those layouts. So this is just like a programmed name. The more number of sheets it increases in that order. You can see next counter. So it's going to give you in form of sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3 and 4 and 5, like that continuously. But you can as well change that name to maybe something like page 1, page 2, page 3, or you can make it 1, 2, 3, or just give it whatever name you feel is more suitable for you to actually use. Okay, so I'll make this to not. Okay. All right, good. Now here you can see we have new sheet set. We can add to an existing sheet set just in case when we have like an existing sheet that has already been created, or we have an existing sheet already, we can just add to that existing sheet. So I'm going to leave it as new sheet set, and then I'll click on next, and then get other settings from an existing profile. Okay, so let's click down here. Okay, so I'll create sheets. To complete the process, your current drawing will be saved. Yes, I'll click on OK. So I'll just click anywhere around this window to select. So once I click, you can see it's actually creating my sheets. So you can see my sheet has been created from 1 to 7. This has actually covered it, and this is also still loading. So let's allow this to finish loading. It will disappear by itself. Okay, so you can see the sheets here. We have 1, 2, 7. So I'll click on sheet 1 for us to see what we have there. Okay. This is actually still loading. It may take a little while. Okay, it's done loading. So the same way you actually do for this is the same process you carry out for the other sheet as well. All you need to do is just to double click on it and it will actually open. Okay, and then you will see them because like I showed you from our diagram in our alignment there, this thing has actually snapped up to 7 of this, which we have here. Let me show you quickly. So you can see here we have up to 7 like I counted the other time. So these are actually up to 7. 1, 2, this is the second one. Here we have 2, here we have 3, we have 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so these are 7 of them. So that has actually been created here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that is exactly what we have here. So we have 7 of this, and as it is right now, you can actually print this as a PDF. You can actually print even as a picture or whatever format you actually want to, or you can even send this directly to your printer. Okay, so I'm just going to close this, or let me just move this somewhere here. So as it is right now, I'm just going to type POLT for plot. I continue to plot a single sheet. So I'm going to PDF report writer, AutoCAD PDF, DWG to PDF. Okay, so let me make this A3 paper. Sorry, let me switch that paper to DWG to PDF. This paper 4, A3 we have. Okay, let me use this instead. Okay, I'll switch this to window. So if you are actually familiar with AutoCAD software, I don't think you have issues with what I'm trying to explain here right now. So I'll click here, and then let's preview this and see what we have. This is actually still loading. Okay. Okay. The drawing is actually very large for that size of paper that we actually specify. Okay. So we can use an A2 paper. Let me use an okay. This is an A2 paper. Let's use an A2. But mind you, we can actually change the scale. You can see what we have here is actually 1:500. Okay, so we can make this drawing a bit smaller in order for it to easily fit into our paper. Okay, so you can actually make it a bit smaller, or you can even as well use your own template that you have on ground only that the diagram may most likely not be in scale, so which you have to specify that your diagram is actually not in scale. Okay. Let's come back to create frame. Okay, now on this create frame, let me use here instead of because you can see that our drawings are actually not fit into that paper. Here I'm going to be using an existing template, so you can see here I can as well change my scale. Here you can see the one I used there is 1:500, so I can come to 1:1000. I can make it 5000. I can make it so it depends on what size. So you can see here, based on that scale, the size of paper is actually A0. okay, you can see this is A1, this is A1. So all of these can only easily enter into these sizes of papers. Okay, so we must take note of this. An A0 paper is actually very much larger than an A1 size of paper. Okay, and then this template, we can pick an existing template, a template from here. I will just come to plan production. If I click on that, you can see here we have civil 3D for metric. These are actually for imperial, the ones up. Down here you can see they are for metric, metric plan and profile. So if I click on this, I just want to show you another means of where you can use an existing template here. So you can see this is the template I choose to use, and then this is my scale. I want to take it down to 1:1000. Okay, so I'll click on OK, and then I'll click on next, and then I'll click on next. But mind you, you can as well change all of these names here, like this name here. You can give it a name, which I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going to leave it at 1. Okay, snap station value down to the nearest one, so I'll leave it at 1. I have explained this, so I'll go to next, and then I'll create frame. But like you know, we already have an existing frame which are already on this. Okay, so this is just creating a frame on an existing frame already. So the thing is, you have to take off the other frame that you have in order to introduce another frame. So if I try to print this drawing as it is using the A0 paper, you will see it will actually capture the whole drawing as it should be. So you can see that our frame has actually been created, but you can see there are other existing frames there too as well that we used previously before this. So this is my drawing. Let me try to plot this now using an A0 paper. DWG to PDF. Yes, I'm going to leave it at AO, but I will switch it to still on AO, but okay. Window. So let's preview this and see what we have. Okay, good. Now you can see this has actually been plotted as a PDF file. I can as well just save that work. Okay, or what I need to do now is just once I click on apply to layout and I click on OK, it's going to save this file for me as a PDF. Okay, so let's just click on OK. So once I give it a name, it's coming to this directly on my document, and then if I click on save, that file is actually going to be saved as a PDF file in my document. As it is, I can print that work. Okay, and I can as well send this work directly to a printer instead of converting it to a PDF or to an image or to any format. I can just directly send this design to a printer. Okay, so if you already like what you're seeing, make sure that you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel. It's actually free. You see a red button around down below, just click on that red button, and if you have subscribed already, click on the bell icon so as to get a notification whenever I post videos. I post videos like this on a weekly, sometimes on a daily, to encourage as many that actually want to have a deeper insight of your design. But this our templates that we have, we can as well include the name of the project, the engineer's name, checked by who, and then the dates, and then You can add so many other things, the name of the consultants. Okay, so all of that I'm going to be showing you right away. This is actually still loading. Okay, good. It's actually in the background. Once I go to my desktop, you can see plot and publish, job complete. Okay, so here if I double click on this, so you can see what pops up here. This is the first value, project A. I can just name this propose Kabbalah West Road. Okay, apply this one. Let's say this is the name of let me give it greatest design concepts. Apply. Apply. Check by apply, and then if you come down here, you can see my dates here. I'll make this April 2021, and then the scale, I'm going to leave it as it is, and I'll click on OK. So you can see all of that has been actually added here. So you can do all of that. You can see firm name and address. You can write the name of the firm and then the address of the firm. Okay, that's the consultancy. Okay, so just the same way like what we did here is actually what you do here as well. Then you send your work to a printer. Okay, so let's try to let me just show you how you can actually send this work to your printer. Now you can see here okay, so you can see printer / plot. Okay, so here you can actually choose a particular printer that you want to let's say this is actually the printer, so let's just assume this is actually our printer because this is the name of a printer. So all you need to do is just the same way, you click on window. We have covered a very wide range of design. Okay, we've covered architectural drawings, structural